Hello there and welcome back to the channel. I just thought I'd do a video about this new speed limit of 20 miles an hour in Wales. What do you think about it? Do you think it's a good idea or not? Do you live on a busy road where this has calmed the traffic down and you're getting less noise, such as in my situation? Have you seen signs that have been vandalized like these? Looks like the guy was running out of paint at this point. Someone's sprayed over the twos. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm going to take a ride and see how many 20 speed limits zones I come through and how many signs thus far have been vandalized. I've noticed a few. So let's carry on with the ride and see how it goes. Traffic has slowed down considerably. People are complaining that they have now got to watch their speed and they're taking their eyes off the road more because they're scared of getting fines. I've heard of some people that have had speeding fines for going 30 in 20 zones, even though there were no signs saying that it's a 20 zone yet. And even people that had fines before this came into force just under a week ago. So let's go and check it out. See what other 20 zones I come across on my ride today. Well, I'm just coming past a farm where there's lots of sheep and they don't care about the speed limit. Their speed limit's probably about 2 miles an hour. So yeah, here we are, a nice sunny day in the autumn. You see there, they've got the warning signs as well for 20. So just by blanking out the one set of signs, I don't think that's going to work. Because there is still a warning there. So you could still get done for speeding, even though those signs have been blanked out. You've got these signs with the 3 lines, 20, 2 lines, 20, 1 line, 20. In other words, 300 yards, 200 yards, 100 yards. So they haven't blanked those out yet on this particular section of the road. So here we are, another vandalized road sign. This is one of these new 20 signs that's been put up recently. And I notice cars are still slowing down quite a lot here. It's because there's houses up the road here. That's why they've reduced the speed. They do speed trap here on the odd occasion on this particular section. When I drive to work now, I think I worked it out, I go through no fewer than 17, if not more, speed limit changes on the way. So it has become a bit ridiculous in that regard, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down, because it goes from a 20 to a 40. Then I'll get to a section like this again where it goes down to 20, then it's 40 again, then 30, then 20, and so on. So yeah, it must be at least 17 different speed limit zones that I go through, and that's on about a 10-mile drive to work. So it's just getting crazy. I thought there was a curb or something here, but it's just my foot's sinking down into the bushes. So both of these have been ambushed, as you can see. Do you obey that speed limit of 20 now? Does it still apply? Or, because there's no warning, does that cancel out the 20 speed limit and you can go 30 here, or 40, or even 50, because there's no warning sign? I'm not sure what the law is on that. So we'll just go through this section, and the signs on the other side of it I noticed when I drove through the other day have also been sprayed with black paint. Let's go and check it out. I'm wondering how many of these I'm going to come across. I've seen a few today which were the normal 20 the other day, and now someone's painted over them. So I'm seeing this more and more. So I think people are a bit up in arms about this whole thing. You know, got its pros and cons like anything. Like I say, where I live, the traffic has quietened down because I'm on a main road. So the 20 speed limit there, it has an advantage of reducing the noise. But on the other hand, for the motorist, it's a pain because 20 is just a bit too slow. You've got to sit in second gear. Your revs are higher, I think. It takes you longer to get there. You may be using more fuel. I don't know. I haven't sat down and worked it out. So yeah, we just came past a 40 sign. And on the other side of that, there are the 20s. I don't know if you can see that there. They've been sprayed over. Just the bottom part of the 2 is gone mainly on that one. That one's completely obliterated. So someone that's not happy about the new speed limit signs. It does seem really slow when you're driving 20 in your car. Bicycles even can overtake, you know. So cyclists are going to enjoy this. Let's see when a vehicle comes along here what speed he looks like he's doing. There's a vehicle coming along the road now. Let's have a look and see if he slows down. And indeed he has slowed down, but I don't know whether that's 20. That looks more like 30. Could be 25, hard to tell. But people are still kind of slowing down when they see these signs because they're scared of getting fines. This lot apparently has cost something like 32 million to roll all this out across Wales. And I guess they got to get their money back now. So speed trapping, that's what's going to be happening now, I reckon. We shall see. Am I recording? Yeah. So it looks like these near Bargood still intact. 20 mile an hour speed limit. It doesn't look like motorists are abiding by it though. I mean, that guy must be doing at least 30. So, you know, people don't seem to be too worried about it in some cases. I mean, these cars coming towards me are not doing 20. And that goes into a 40 zone when you come out of this bit, going back the way I just came. But this is a 20 zone. People are not driving 20 here because I don't think they speed trap along this section. This person's doing about 20. But some of them clearly are not going 20 along these sections. A piece of wood on the road. I'll just remove that before someone drives over it. I just wanted to see on the other side of this section what the speed limit is. I may just edit some of this out so it doesn't get too boring. I mean, this guy is going at least 30. There's no way that guy is going 20. I'll move the camera up a little bit. I keep forgetting about the angle when I'm riding. But yeah, as far as I know, this whole section up to the viaduct here in Bargood, 20, the new speed limit. I wonder what it's like for people with automatic gearboxes, because you're going to be constantly on your brakes. Speaking of brakes, I can hear the train brakes up there at the top. You're going to be constantly braking because with an automatic it will keep moving forward at a certain speed, I guess. Don't own one, so I'm not sure. So difficult to say what speed zone this is now. We've turned onto a different road. it's not clearly marked. Apparently where there are street lights that are less than 200 meters apart, those are 20 zones. That guy is not going 20. So I don't know what this section here is. Is it 20? Is it 30? Who knows? I mean, there's signs there saying previous speed limit cancelled, so and I don't know why that guy is hooting. I don't know what the speed limit is on this section, it doesn't say. So how do you tell? You know, they're not all marked. I don't think I was recording there. So this goes from a 40 to a 20. So I just wanted to see now. Are these vehicles slowing down? Are they going 20? I don't see anyone braking. Nope, looks like people are just pretty much ignoring it. This is the other side of Bargoed coming up from the viaduct. Goes into a 40 zone, and the other direction from where I've just come, 20. Oh, so yeah, we're coming up to a giveaway which is unique. You'll see now. 40 going into the giveaway is the speed limit. 20 on the other side. So you've got to floor it to get across here to beat the traffic, and then hammer your brakes when you get to the other side. So I don't know whether that one sign is for this road or the one going to my right. It must be the other road because people are not going 20 down here. I'm sure this is a 40. But yeah, that's what you're going to get now. Where a road goes from 40 to 20, you've got to get across this main road, and it's a busy road with traffic, so you've got to floor it across there. You've got to put your foot down, and then you've got to hammer the brakes when you get to the other side. My helmet's getting hammered by tree branches. So we'll see what else we find along the way. So this section of the road goes from 50 to 30, which it's always been. And then I'm pretty sure further along it goes down to 20. We'll have a look now. Let's go and check it out. So this is what I'm saying about all the different speed zones now. You're constantly having to alter your speed. It goes down from 50 to 30 to 20, back to 30, then you're up to 40. There's a section of roadworks where it's 10, back up to 40, down to 20, then there's a section 30, and then you're up to 60 from there. If you keep following the main road from here towards Merthyr Tydfil. The winding house on the right. Babies all get winded there when they've got colic. So that's fantastic. People here are driving 20 down this section. I'm pretty sure it's 30. So they're confused. People are unsure of the speed limits now because it's not always clearly sign posted. I mean, there's a pole that hasn't these two. Right, I'm recording. I don't know whether I got that last bit. So coming through Tydfil, New Tredegar, there was a sign saying 30. There were some poles with no speed limit signs attached to them as yet. and I'm sure that's a 20 zone after the winding house or winding house. And we come to the other side of the village. There's 30 coming up from there, which used to be 40, 20 going in, and you're coming down a hill. So this is now a 30 zone that I'm standing in, going into a 20. That sign's obscured by the bushes, so you can't even see that. So it's chaos all round. Okay, I'm going to end the video here because my batteries are dying.